go live.
Alrighty.
And we're live. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Stuart.
There you go.
There you go.
Hi, Samuel. How are you today?
Yeah. Pretty good. Got up early.
That's
Been working all day,
good.
and now I'm here. That was my entire day.
Yeah.
Which is all good. Pretty much one shot the entire day, give or take. That's how long the shot was taken. It's the big shot. So, way. And yourself?
Cool. Not bad. I'm a little tired, but it is what it is. I'm fine.
Hopefully the fans can reinvigorate our energy and aura.
Hopefully. This will be a fun one, I hope.
It'll be interesting. This is different.
So this is the best of the best seasons. We've done 3 lives, kind of covering them all, ranked them, and now they're battling it out with each other, compared to each other to see where they fall.
Yes.
It'll be interesting.
Yes. So how did we do the first 3 lives, Stuart? For those that were not there, how did we do the first 3?
Well, the first one was the TOS, the animated series, and TNG, battling it out. And then we did Voyager, DS9, and Enterprise. And then the last one was all of the new treks. So Picard, Discovery, Lower Decks, Prodigy. Short treks and very short treks, all battling it out. If you haven't seen those, you should go back and watch them. They were pretty good discussions. And we got some S and A tier rankings. So all of those S and A tier rankings are being pulled into this one to be compared against each other. And I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, because I think a lot of them still deserve those higher spots. But we'll see what we'll figure this out. The other important thing is that your super chats matter in this one. You guys can bump something if you feel that it's not in the proper spot, or if you have a really good argument, we could nudge it a little bit. So super chats do matter. So we want to hear your discussion. Even the regular chat, just chime in. We will take it all into consideration, and it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how we're going to do this yet, but this is a kind of a test of a test of a test. So we are going to give it our best go and see, and hopefully it's fun.
Because you've seen Men in Black 1, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Well, today, Stuart, we're here to work out the best, sir. That's all I can think of. The entire speech.
The best of the best.
Because that's what it is, right? This isn't very clearly state. If Picard season 3 is a D tier, it's a D tier of the best. In contrast, etc. So even an F is a win. As silly as that sounds, because otherwise we'd just reiterate that the SNAs, the TNA, the SNA, whichever you like best, just goes on this chart. There needs to be a differentiation, and there might be the smallest elements to this. This is what I really want to dial down and work out with you, because I had a lot of fun with the other ones. Super interesting. I feel like we learned some stuff. You didn't always agree, but we were debatably changeable. If you guys felt mega strongly, which happened several times. People seem to like the formula. We like the formula, and we have plans for tomorrow, Stuart.
Yes, tomorrow we're going to rank all of the Star Trek movies, which will be a really good discussion, I think. Really fun one. So join us for that one.
Likely shorter and more agreeable. So this is the opposite. This is possibly some disagreeing. I'm going to start showing for all seasons. See you next time.
Okay. It's my chance to tell you guys, all 23 of you, to hit that like button. I see that 8 of you have, but if you haven't done so, please do so. I'd like to get up to 50 likes as soon as possible, so hit that like button. Don't forget, you can join the channel. There's a join button down below, and you can be part of our fleet video and, have fun. See what ship you're serving on, be in the Trekyards fleet, join the Discord. There's lots of cool things you can do with that. So look at the join button and look at the options. Pick one. And if you prefer Patreon, you can do that as well. Patreon/Trekyards. All the same ranks, privileges, and perks apply over there as well. Also, be sure to check out our links in the description. There are links to Teespring and TeePublic and even awayteamgear.com. So check those out and get yourself some really cool merch. It all helps out. We want to see you guys rocking the Trekyards love. And yeah, take part in the conversation. Super chat in. Super chats to support the channel and help us out. Plus, in these tiered ranks, we really take them very seriously. Like you can alter things, and you have in the past by doing so. So consider doing that as well. We want to hear from you guys. This is a conversation. It is a discussion, and we want you guys to chime in with your thoughts as well. So there you have it. This is the way.
Right.
So
we have our existing lists, which are the well done team. Let's straight away say, is there anything that we would say instantly in our own personal terms, like boom, that should obviously be S, of this list, that is the best of the best of the best? If we place a couple, then we can start to debate or not, because we're only going to see contrast when we start placing them. Is there anything you would pick as being clearly, of all of these 4, 9, there's 10 S tier, there is 11 A tier. So is there anything you're like, that is still the best?
For me, TOS Season 1, I think, still should be an S. And so should Prodigy Season 1. But,
one at a time, Stuart, we can see where we land. So, personally, I would probably equate also, yes, TOS to still be right at the top. Because, core stories. Very good.
Started it all.
Yeah.
So I think that's important.
And that obviously being the joke is that, a large part of these other shows are so good because they reference back to the original. So I think, season 1 over season 2, I think it worked out last time.
Yeah.
I would still maintain that is, because unlike every single other season of every single other show, it was the only one that was a fresh television show that was trying to stand up in its own right. Every other season of every other show has had every other season of every other show to bounce off of and get better because of. This is the only season of any of the Trek shows to be fully standalone, judged by its own merit, and succeed in its own merit. That's worth saying.
Yes, I agree with all of that, because you're absolutely correct. Now, Grant McGregor throws in $5 and says, looking back at Best of Both Worlds, could have been better if Picard died, leaving Riker with Best of Both Worlds. But the series could have suffered. Yeah, they could have killed him off or had him disappear for half a season, maybe. That would have been interesting.
I feel like if they'd killed Picard, they would have set a precedent if we kill a main character every couple of years, and they would have killed someone else by the end, just to keep up that trend. Because it's one of those rare shows where no one's safe. Probably killed Troy off by season 6 or something.
Yeah.
Dunno. So I'm gonna... I guess I should sing the praises of... Yesterday's Enterprise is so good. And we know that season 3 of TNG is so good. So I want to throw that in the hat as being right there at the top. Just out of pure principle, DS Enterprise. And the general quality. That's the joke about it gets better at season 3. I'm going to throw it in there as being top tier, because if TNG is some people's epitome of Trek and that is the epitome season, then logically it should be at the top of the chart as well.
I wouldn't disagree. Because I think yesterday's Enterprise is one of the absolute best episodes of Star Trek, hands down. So, but we're not just judging the season on that. There are a lot of other good ones in season 3, and that's where TNG really hit its stride. So,
but I feel like unlike the other 3 days, now in this ranking, what separates an A star from an A star? It can be one episode. Because now the average can be pulled up by one, like, goldenest of, you know what I mean? Like, there's a slightly different scale here. If this whole season is excellent and there's one definitive moment, well, that, you know what I mean? Or if there is no definitive episode in the same way, it can be amazing average, but if it's no, you know what I mean? Like that, I would argue, in this specific situation, works.
Yeah, this one might need a little bit more exploration as far as the actual episodes in the season go.
I just want to start with the breakdown, right?
Yeah.
So you said Prodigy, and I can't see it being S because it's good, but not that good compared to those two.
Oh, if it's not S, it's at least an A, because it is the best of the new Trek. Honestly, it respects the canon. It shows a lot of really good Star Trek in there, and I love the idea of it. Even though they weren't Starfleet, that was kind of the cool thing about it, is them learning about Starfleet and kind of getting an overview of just Trek in general. As we've said a few times, this is a good place for someone that's not into Star Trek to get into Star Trek. It's a good kind of gateway Star Trek.
So you think on a meta level, because it experiences Trek via our characters, it should be at least A, because it makes you experience Trek fresh again versus just telling stories again. And so that's a different bar to give points for.
Well, it kind of does what TOS did with trying something new and setting things up for people that might not be aware of what's coming after it. So I think it at least deserves an A tier,
because there's quite a few episodes that are only okay and only good.
Yeah, but they're also super short episodes. They'd be B plots in a longer hour-long episode.
Versus a DS9 or whatever, where there's 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and more episodes. You know what I mean? Like these are things we're now going to take into account. So I don't want to give it an S because I don't think it's.
No, I agree.
Okay, but I'll go A. But again, I think contrast will be important here. Yeah, give it an A, Stuart. Give it an A.
All right. We'll slide her into A there. Oops.
So
Prodigy.
Prodigy was your one. I'm gonna instinctively, negotiable, because I'm gonna give Picard season 3 a B in this ranking, because less episodes, weird story choices structurally, highs were high, lows were okay. In this ranking, I'm like, you know what I mean? Maybe a high, maybe an A, but I think instinctively I'm going to say B out of this top tier, because just because it's a legacy piece to TNG reunion shouldn't outweigh 24 episodes of hardcore stories of quality. Do you know what I mean? That would be my little base argument there, just to throw a little spanner in the works. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay.
I do agree with that. Yes, there was a lot of things in the card that kind of bothered me a little bit. A lot of it due to budget and stuff. Honestly, like it's not really their fault, but
it's like Prodigy. You can't hold the lack of facial acting against them. It's animated, which is why the voice acting works so well.
And look, Trekyards says she's never been able to get through TOS. What?
Why? Let us know why. That's very interesting. Hey, Chase. Hey, David and Laura. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Hey, Dave and Laura. I checked out some of your videos. Commented on some of them, so good to see you guys back.
Let me start a poll as well.
Go for it. I'm going to remind everybody, hit that like button. We have 31 people watching and 20 likes. Keep in mind, guys, super chats really do make a difference here. You guys can help us. If you have a good argument, you can influence a season up or down in the rankings here. So consider doing so, or just chiming in with your thoughts on a particular season, one that we might be talking about or one that we haven't got to yet. If you were here for the other lives, which a lot of people I think were, awesome. You kind of got a head start on everybody else. And if you're just joining us for this one and you haven't seen the other ones, I would suggest checking them out, because there were really good discussions. We covered each season, judged on its own merits. Not everybody always agreed, but we did come to a consensus at the end. And today we're using all the S and A tiers from those previous lives to kind of hash out where these things sit in comparison with each other. So super chat in. We want to hear your thoughts. And we have a new poll. Would you like to watch on Trekyards 1 Rankings Live a week, 2 Rankings Lives a week, 3 Rankings Lives a week, or none? To be honest, leave this as is.
Just interested, Stuart. Just interested.
Yeah.
And guys, do throw in what you think of our as we go. Right. Is there anything else? Just to say something to you. I just wanted this one with, because let's be honest, DS19 Voyager, we have to look back at the ranking of the episodes. Fine. Other ones are a bit shorter and quicker. Anything else you think? One at a time. Let's go through them.
TOS season 2. I still think it was leading off strong, the whole Star Trek storytelling, and just trying to determine by looking here if it's better than season 1 or the same.
Well, I think we both says it wasn't quite as good, but just a little bit. I think we said that the highs were high, but they're more weaker episodes. I would say A for this initial round, just because I think season 1 was stronger from my remembrance from our previous live. There might not be much in it, but that'd be my initial guess.
Yeah, you got Wolf in the Fold, The Apple, not the best. You got Immunity Syndrome and Piece of the Action, like some of the best. Yes, I'm happy putting it as A. As he says reluctantly.
Reluctantly is fine.
We can change it later, but for now, let's just kick it off with going to the A slot.
It's fine. Hey, that's what we're doing. That's what we're going for. I am gonna throw out. Do I dare? No, I'll save that one. Strange New World season 1. In this lineup, I'm gonna reluctantly say C, just because it's so visually uncanon that you have to watch it with a filter. Because Prodigy and Picard both get points for actually doing the canon, I felt Strange Worlds has got to lose a point because it's not trying to do the canon. And of course, the Gorn stuff in season 1. So a very good C, but it's not trying to be, except like the Tricorder, which is nice. That's my initial gut reaction. It's not an insult, just you're trying to actually work against canon. That's got to be there somewhere. What do you think?
I was looking at season 1, just comparing them, and I still think season 2 might be better than season 1 of TOS. But, I think if you can very easily enjoy, I think a lot of the newer fans just really enjoy Strange New Worlds for it's visually stunning. And it's its own thing in a lot of people's opinions. And you're right. If you do want to enjoy it as part of Prime, you need to put on that filter and change things in your mind to look like TOS.
Because remember, Picard season 3, it's utilizing the canon to benefit us as the audience. Enterprise D, the ship is in the museum. Like that's what part of why it's getting higher rank.
Yeah.
Strange was actively losing all that stuff. Yeah. I can be negotiated potentially, but I think that's got to take it down to the C.
No, I kind of agree with you. When I was initially looking at this list before we started the live, I thought that it should probably be a C compared to some of these other ones. So I'm glad you said that because it kind of justified my thinking earlier.
Yeah. That's why I want to go gut reaction first, then we can go back, just because already it's a very interesting list. It's a very, very interesting list.
Yeah. I already think I should move 2 things, but that's okay. All right.
Trekyards, Strange New World season 1 is S. Is TOS but enhanced? Would you say it looks better than TOS? I mean, but that's like saying Alien 1, if a new movie looks better. Covenant looks better than Alien 1, therefore it's a better movie. Alien 1's better written, directed, acted, produced, scored. Like, that doesn't unfortunately give a lot of points here. TNG looks better than Picard season 3, The Bridge, even though it was made 30 years ago. Because it was just dead, in general. In general.
Well, yeah, we're slotting these in initially. There's going to be room for...
That's where you guys come in.
Yeah.
We're like, no, B, damn it, B. Next, where else is your heart going to go?
Enterprise season 3.
Okay.
This is going to be controversial. A lot of people are going to be pissy, but I'm going to stick with my argument that I had with it. I want to put it as a B.
Oh, okay.
Just because, I mean, as well written as it was, like I said, it's a fantastic season of television. Very well written, very cohesive as a piece because the season. It just didn't feel Star Trek to me. There was too much darkness going on. I know that's the point of the story. I get it. But I'll even bring up my arguments from the time that kind of made me stop watching.
Please do.
Why invent the Xindi when you had something like the Interstellar Concordium from Starfleet Battles, which was the same thing anyway? Had 5 different like species all under the same, umbrella, just like the Xindi did. It's one of those things, inventing new things instead of using the rich universe you have. And I understand not wanting to pay royalties to the creator of it and all that kind of stuff.
All those $25. Oof.
But it bugs me. It still bugs me to this day. The Xindi are great and all. I've learned to appreciate them a little bit more. But honestly, it's what made me stop watching Enterprise. And so I very much like to bump Enterprise Season 3 from an S to a B for that reason. Now, I know, and I've said it multiple times now, it's a fantastically written, cohesive season. Fantastic television, fantastic sci-fi, amazing. To me, it just doesn't feel Star Trek compared to the other ones, which has got to bump it down, for me at least. And I'm putting it at a B. I could have put it lower, but I don't want to dethrone it too much because I know I got a lot of Enterprise lovers out there, and I get why people like it. This is early Starfleet. This is early going out there, hitting all those roadblocks and dealing with them, but it doesn't feel to me as much as Star Trek as it could.
Where do you think I'm gonna come down on your statements there?
Everywhere. I think you want it to be S tier still because it's like one of your favorite things ever.
Gosh.
Plus, they introduced the Mako, the Marines, and that's just so anti-Star Trek. It's just kind of weird. So
have you seen Discovery Season 1 with Lorca?
Maybe.
So anti-Star Trek. Stuart, you know what's funny? I thought you were gonna say F. And I was about ready to vent at you, and you said B. I'm like, oh, that's really nice of you. I'm absolutely fine with a B. Absolutely fine. Because you could possibly A it compared to Prodigy, but not compared to TOS in certain regards. But I think B is a very fair for right now. It's a very strong everything you said. Television and Star Trek and character piece. And just like Voyager, by then Voyager, those characters they focused on had so much good work under their belt. It's the only series of Star Trek that actually had the degradation of sets, both exterior and interior. Degra as well is hey, good job. Poor that degradation, getting stabbed in the and things like things that were never achieved before or since. Like I say, having the sets be destroyed every episode. They've never done that since. It's incredible. Having the bridge module destroyed an episode and seeing the entire crew come out. Powerful. Are there as many powerful moments in TNG as are in season 3 of Enterprise? Because there aren't repercussions. There aren't things people are going to remember. These aren't going to affect their characters too much. Season 3, they are being wrecked. But it's a strong B. And it's weird to sit next to Picard Season 3, but it is a much stronger average than Picard Season 3. There's a couple of exceptional highs, but some less good. But, I'm happy with the respectable B there.
Well, it's actually funny that it's beside Picard Season 3 because they both have their own level of darkness.
Yeah.
Just narratively and otherwise, right? So
yeah. Cool.
And to me, that's not really the Star Trek vibe, but hey.
Fair enough. God, it'd be funny to see how we do movies tomorrow. The Star Trek vibe. That's the Star Trek vibe. Okay, I'm going to throw in a Voyager first pick, just so we haven't put Voyager in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to submit a high ranking for Season 4 of Voyager because it had Scorpion Part 2. It had... I did have them all lined up. It had the hologram torture one. It had Raven. It had Year of Hell, which is a franchise high point. It had Message in a Bottle. Obviously, for me, that's huge. Hunters, that Prey, those two ones. And Hope and Fear. I want to give that a strong A. So many strong episodes, so many strong concepts, lots of good character use. Oh yeah, Living Witness, Omega Directive. I mean, there is so many good episodes in this. And they could do it creatively with visual effects, the set destruction, we talked about that before, Demon, so many good ideas they could actually properly execute in a way that TNG wasn't fully able to. You remember looking at sets of TNG, it's like, that's a guy's room. Voyager, let's do this whole elaborate set piece. Like I just think it's a bigger scope and scale, better makeup, better space effects. I love all the cast. I want to give it a strong A. If it's the best season of Voyager, maybe an S. But straight away, this is a very, very, very good season of Star Trek with stories and characters and whatever. Or do you want to throw me an S? What do you think? Because season 4 is extremely strong.
It is. I'm looking at the episodes here, and I can't seem for any kind of awful ones.
Nope. That's how we got us here.
I'd be happy putting it as an S.
Okay. Hey, let's do it.
Because I think there are other seasons that might have some questionable ones, which might. So that's fair, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially this is the one with 7 of 9. This is the first. I mean, that was a Trek defining. Look, let's make a sex symbol. Damn, she's intelligent and strong and independent and has her own story and changes every other character around her and has a journey. And wow, she's not just sex appeal. Yeah, she's not. She's everything else too. She's kind of everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for Voyager.
All right, I will bring in a DS9 then.
Okay. Yep. Hey,
DS9 season 4, I think. See, I think season 4 for me still deserves to be S tier for DS9. Season 7, I mean, we're gonna get to the same problem I had with a lot of the other ones. It's a little too dark at times.
And too connected.
Fantastic storytelling, yeah. But I think DS9 season 4, where they starting off strong with Way of the Warrior, and there's some fantastic pieces in here, but there's also a few stinkers. So, I mean, if we're ranking that way, I mean, I might capitulate and say DS9 season 4 deserves an A. But at the same time, DS9 is my favorite Star Trek, aside from TOS. So personal opinion, I still want to put it as a. Sorry. I meant to say season 5 at the beginning of this, not season 4.
Damn it, Stuart. Where the Warriors season 4.
I was looking at the S tier, and then my eye drifted, and I started seeing season 4. So I opened up season 4, and it's like,
Okay, restart season 5, Stuart, because that's not got Where the Warrior in.
I know.
Okay.
Season 5.
Okay. That's Apocalypse Rising, which is of course going to Changeling Martok and the ship and.
Well, this one, okay, this season for me had a very strong entry with Trials and Tribulations.
Right.
Because, again, another most Star Trek of Star Trek episodes, right up there with yesterday's Enterprise.
And getting Arvin Darvin back is a hell of a point.
Yeah.
After, how many decades? That's got to be a point. Yeah. Just for that.
So just for Trials and Tribulations, because being the most Star Trek of Star Trek-y episodes, I'd like to put it as an S tier. But I'm looking at some of these other titles and I'm not necessarily remembering exactly what they're about. But
because the first episode's fantastic. I love the ship.
Ship's great. Yeah.
The Quark one's fun but not outstanding. Nor I don't remember the episode very well. Assignment. Is that the one where everyone's against O'Brien because he's actually a replacement person? Don't know. Trials Relations, of course, great. Don't remember who that's in. Doesn't even ring a bell. Things Past, great. The Ascent, pretty good. Rapture, pretty good. Darkness and the Light, doesn't even ring a bell. Forgotten, good. For the Uniform, you like those two. But in Purgatory Shadow is excellent. That two-parter is excellent. Doctor Show is excellent, for me anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good. I'm not seeing a ton of excellent here. Like the same excellent as say Voyager season 4, which was just that had so many kickers here.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put it at. I wanted to do A then.
Yep. Happy to give it an A. The standard is so generally good, and the ideas are really good here, like super strong ideas. But the fact that some of them are not for me as memorable. But I love Apocalypse Rising. I've always loved that one. Seeing them as the team is just so rewarding. Like that for me is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was reading and I was thinking season 4 was better based on what I was seeing. But but then Children of Time is excellent and Soldiers is good.
But I mean, we ranked season 5 as an S and season 4 was an A in our original.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Because part of it is the arguments, whatever arguments we had at the time.
Speaking of, guys, you
hello.
can chime in and let us know what you're thinking and influence our decisions. If you do not agree, let us know. But 37 people here and only 31 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's try to get those likes up to 50. If you haven't hit a like yet, well, why not? Just hit the like button.
Because that's the funny irony, is that if an episode is more about characters saying things and walking around doing things, a lot of that's less memorable in the macro versus a giant space-time plot versus a giant alien plot. The bigger Voyager stories are more memorable because it's more about this big event that's following an episode versus it's Quark and thing on scale of the planet, a mountain. Cool. What happened in it? I don't know what they said. They made up. Like that's a summary, right? Versus a lot of the Voyager ones. Like, this is a big, grand episode. And you can summarize,
On General Grievous, yes, but the rules for the previous ones don't apply here. This is where we got to get a little bit more nitpicky. And if something is top tier Trek, it could be a bump up in this one.
Yep. This is more nitpicky. Far more nitpicky. This we've got to be. We want to be really, really precise here.
Yeah.
But does anyone disagree? We are super chatting or changing depending how you guys vote. Because I do think Trials is a masterclass in successful integration. So certainly, right there.
And pulling in the oldest Trek with the newest Trek at the time. Was masterfully done. So,
but I was looking at the episode list. A lot of them didn't even get excited at all. A lot of the Voyager season 4 really excited about the concepts, just really, really engaging television. A lot of the other ones good, but as you say, a couple of iconic ones.
Yeah.
And Cotton says more character growth. Yeah, but character growth isn't all what's that. You can have a great movie where just the movie's great. You don't necessarily need character growth. You can have good written characters that don't change much, because by that logic TOS has no character growth at all, basically. So should TOS be below? No, because the stories and the acting and the characters in the episodes are very good. You don't need growth so much necessarily, right? Different things. Otherwise you could just have people talking every week and that's character growth, in theory. Oh yes, Dread Zero and the TOS.
Yeah.
That's a high ranking. Okay, well let's look then. Lower Deck Season 2. I mean, Wage Douche is to me at the SS Enterprise of that show.
It is. Again, one of the best Star Trek episodes, honestly.
Yep. Doing the concept of the show to the nth degree, yeah.
But none of the Lower Decks seasons got an S tier.
No. But we are allowed to think differently in this live.
We are, yes, I know. I'm just
doing it fresh. For sure.
Let me pull up
We're re-contrasting, because Strange Energies is fine. Nice Link to S, not amazing. Keishon's really fun. Oh, the Paris is disappointing. Morgato is disappointing in some ways. Duplas is phenomenal. Spy Among Us is phenomenal. Pleasant I've found is great. Extruus is fantastic. Wage Deuce is phenomenal. And First Contact is excellent. So a lot of... It's like half are excellent, half are very good. Half are excellent, half are good to okay. But excellent to really, really high bar.
And again, this is 10 episodes versus 26 from some of the other seasons. So
I guess, to be fair, I'll say B. Because the episode count must also play a slight factor.
No, it should. It should.
Because Project does have so much more chances to get it right. So I'm going to say B.
I'm just thinking that season 2 of Lower Decks and season 3 of Enterprise have the same
But they're different though, aren't
feel
they?
for me. They are absolutely. And these are different tier spots for different reasons.
I mean, Rumdor. We'll always remember.
Rumdar.
We'll always remember Rumdar, right?
Yeah, I'm very happy to put Lower Decks season 2 as a B.
Yeah, because the thing is, we're not voting directly compared quality. We're in this list of where we think quality of a generality. This is not until we get into really specifics. But I think that's God. Look at that! Look at all the Brett icons being so diverse. That's so cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
That's very cool. Guys, what do you think so far? And Super Chat, I've had one so far in 40 minutes. My goodness. Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, super chat in, guys. We want to hear from you guys. So, all right. The next statement is going to be a killer.
Oh goodness, this sounds fun. I'm
So
excited.
I have debatably the S's tier ever possible, and that would be Discovery season 1. Should be S tier.
Does someone Super Chat that? Are you okay? Olivia, stop messing with the man, please. It's the only reason you say that, right?
Yeah.
Cat scan. Organise a cat scan for this man. And that rhymes.
Yeah, Matthew DeFree just says Lower Decks is B level Premier Trek, not A or S levels. I can see how people would say that, yeah. It didn't get any S levels in when we did it with the new Trek, so. I love reading the comments.
But Matthew agrees with us.
Wow.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
That was your... No, that was my one. All right. What do you want to throw into the ring, Stuart? The Foley.
Enterprise Season 4, I think,
Okay.
honestly, probably deserves a C spot. Just because it was kind of underwhelming. They kind of rushed a lot of things. There were a lot of 2 and 3 parters in that season. And some of them worked, some of them didn't. So you had to kind of get dragged along with, like, it ended on a Terra Prime I did not like. And they knew they were wrapping up, so they did stick a lot of things in that season. But season 3 is better than season 4. But yeah, season 4 feels more Star Trek to me. But I'm still willing to say it's a C just because they didn't all fire. Like I said, season 3 is one very cohesive story altogether. Season 4, not so much. And of course, with the way it ended as well, I don't want to drop it down to a D because there's a lot of really good stuff in season 4. But it might warrant a D.
It's so tricky. Intermirror is definitive. Definitive, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And it shows you can do
another trials and tribulations.
But better in the sense that it's a stronger narrative.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not as fun. Because Intermirror is also very unique. Is it's entirely mirror people. That they manage to structure a story in a universe, but you can't really tell every story because everyone's trying to kill each other at all times. It's a very
things
odd...
from our universe is the Defiant, for Christ's
Yes.
sakes.
But it made that ship look fresh and new and beautiful and better than Rastards. Now, God, had that been a 3-parter, and the third part kicks off Hoshi Sato versus the Imperial Fleet.
Yeah.
We escalate with Admiral Forrest. Where they've built all the sets. Let's make some TOS. Or can you imagine if they just said, let's do 4-part TOS story?
You're making me think that it needs to be bumped up from a C, though.
But the trash is trash. Genuine trash. For me, the 2 ones of trip. The last 3 are the last 3 are bad, pretty much. The Nazi ones are not even very good. I only like 6 episodes of that season. Really like. That's a hell of a low thing. C is good. But then you look at Stranger World Season 1. Is that a better season of TV? Yes, probably. in a general
less
sense.
episodes too.
But less
which you'd have to
episodes,
get.
but the average is better. But then I really like the augmented storyline. So there's probably 10 episodes that are good in season 4, but the average is worse, significantly worse than Strange World season 1. Like, D feels mean. That's the problem, isn't it? The low and the high are relative. I think we better average out and say a C, because the strong is still strong, but the weak is so weak.
Yeah.
And again, we can swap.
And yeah, these are the voyages. Again, as we've said many times, as a mid-season episode, it would have been really fun and really a nice. That was awesome. But as a series finale, let alone just a season finale, it was awful. But as a series finale, it was just, what are they doing? So yeah.
And it's funny because if there had been a two-parter in the series, they could have the TOS love letter, the TNG love letter, and then end on their own note, something epic. And with a 2-episode budget, they could have done more with it. And given, imagine having new, fresh development for Riker and Troy and/or Brent, imagine Brent back again in some other way. You could have him on screen or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Trekyards. Why is Prodigy season 1 so high?
Because it's great. It uses the universe that's been established, the canon universe, supremely well. A lot of people are bucking against Prodigy season 1 being where it is because it's a kid's show. It's obviously made for kids. The stories are awful. I've heard that argument in the chat, and I disagree.
He says, was like Star Wars and random sci-fi at the beginning. By the end, it was some of the hardest core Trek you've ever seen.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 episodes felt like Star Wars, and then I got Trek.
It's this of Star Trek, and like I said at the end, it was one of the best Star Trek battles ever. Space battles in all of Star Trek is those last 2 episodes, and as I said to the writer of those episodes, in fact, I said the fact that you can write inside a battle episode incredibly compelling story inside of a battle pacing wise is goddamn difficult, because on the page obviously it's like cue space battle, right, let's do some drama, cue space battle, right, some more drama. It's like,
not only that, but it brought in that space battle brought in a Gorn, the reimagined Gorn ship from TOS.
Well, yeah.
And it was just, sure, there was a few errors in that battle with registries and stuff, but it is what it is.
That's true. There are 5 Enterprises. What are you on about?
Yeah, well, that's probably wasn't merciful.
Yeah. No,
and says he'd rather watch Prodigy than Lower Decks. Wow.
Different reasons, but both the TOS episode and Kobayashi Maru are phenomenal, truly phenomenal.
Yeah, Kobayashi Maru and All the Worlds of Stage are like top tier Trek episodes.
And yes, the first few are less Star Trek, but they're actually fun to then watch once you know where they go. You see the development, right? It's like Mariner in Lower Decks. Planned multi-series storytelling. She's hard to watch at the start, and then when you go back, it's oh my god, how far she's come. That become versus they stay where they are the whole time, and it's like okay. Versus you feel it,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, my jump on this. I'm going to throw another Voyager in.
You got 10 more to go, guys. 10 more on this list.
Yeah, let's see where Voyager Season 7 fits, because we know that it does go down a bit. Flesh and Blood I love. Matrix is good.
Voyager Season 7 wasn't an S or an A tier, though, in our listings.
Oh, sorry, I meant Season 6.
Yeah,
I did what you did.
You did the same thing I did.
I saw DS9 Season 7, and I saw... Yep. Well, there you go. I'll call it a double F. There you go. Okay, 6. Oh, Blink of an Eye is great, because Bruce is great. One Small Step. Alice. Equinox. Oh, I mean...
Voyager Conspiracy is great, too.
D feels harsh. But something really should be a D for contrast's sake. And is this a weaker Voyager season overall? According to one of our logics, yes. Okay, let me load everything up again. Equinox, absolutely superb. Survival, pretty darn good. Barge of the Dead, fun but not amazing. Tinker, Tenor, excellent. Alice, excellent. Riddles are pretty good. Dragon's Teeth, excellent. One Small Step, okay. Voice Conspiracy, excellent. Pathfinder, excellent. Fairhaven, fun. Blink of an Eye, excellent. Virtuosa, it's not excellent, but it's super fun. So you can really enjoy watching it.
Yeah, it's okay for me, yeah.
Memorial, again, fun. Well, not fun, but like a good watch, even if it's not the funnest. You can't say what I call it as. Pretty good.
Sankatse.
Yes.
Collective is alright, in my opinion. Not the best. Spirit Folk, again, fun.
Fury is satisfying because you do feel like you're younger and older. Collective's good but not amazing. Ashes is better on rewatch. Child's Play is
Good
sad.
Trek premise.
Yeah, a lot of these are good Trek premises. Live Fast and Prosper, very fun. Muse, again, good idea, not the best done. Oh, Lifeline, excellent. See, a lot of these just really good, but not great. Okay.
We got an A tier last time, so
It did.
S tier.
I feel like Enterprise Season 4 is a more overall better season, but I'm more excited about a lot of the stories in this. But if an average is higher, but I mean, Tinker Tenor Dr. Spy is just a funner episode than anything in Season 3 of Enterprise. But that's because it's Season 3 of Enterprise, right? That's not what it's going for. Is drama over fun? You know, Alice, the performances are excellent.
Before you continue, I should read the one super chat for that. Stern Von Alk, $5, says Picard Season 3 is a C-.
Oh, damn. Well, that's one vote for C- then.
One vote to move Picard Season 3. So where are you thinking you want to slide this one?
I mean, no higher than a C, but it's still got some fun, genuinely enjoyable to watch episodes.
You don't think it should be higher than a C?
Do you? I mean, it's not Picard Season 3 good.
Yeah,
but then
right.
But then Equinox is as a story is better than Picard Season 3's last two. But that's a two-parter. We've only got one part of a two-parter.
No, I think C is very fair for this one.
I think the averages pull down the highs. But some are very clever episodes. I say Voyager Conspiracy, very clever. Pathfinder, extremely satisfying. And Marina is fantastic in Voyager. She's really, really good. Because she's like the star. So she's really good in it. Blink of an Eye is phenomenal.
And no Trek or not, that would not be a good idea.
Oh, goodness.
He wants to do a pyramid style with one clear winner at the top.
No.
You can't do that, I don't think.
That's the difference versus the top 10. We'd want to be more this general. Yeah, I mean, go C. I think you could debate a low B. But if I'm being critical, the averages pull down the good. Because it's not getting excited by as many, but there's so many good just sci-fi stories here. You know, even Collective is a very interesting sci-fi story of, you know, what are the Borg as like in this very specific circumstance. It's really interesting as a concept. They are to explore successfully. You know, but yeah, I'll go C. Just because I have to be, you know, you have to be more critical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it both Equinox parts, I'd say B. Because Equinox is damn good, but it doesn't, so.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll slot it in at C there.
Okay.
Which is pretty fair. I mean, we've got 4 in each. Well, 4 in the top 2, and then the B and C both have 3, so this is interesting.
You mean 3 in all of them?
Oh, yeah, sorry. What was I think? Oh, my God. Shut up. See, my brain is not working today.
We're doing good. Okay. Where do you want to go next?
Lower Decks Season 3.
Oh. Okay. Is that one we just had? No, that's not what we just had.
Nope.
The fact that I have to look again is not a good sign. Like, properly, like, what happened?
Well, Mining the Minds, Room for Growth. Reflections, a mathematically perfect redemption. These are not firing for me. I love the idea of the Texas class and the conspiracy, the undermining of what's going on the Cerritos because of Buen Amigo, but I'm very happy to put season 3 of Lower Decks as a D.
Because Grounded is excellent because it
Yes.
uses the Trek canon, but then disappointing end because it's anticlimactic. Least Dangerous is fun, but they misuse Martok. He's not as used as he should have been. I threw lots of great ideas at the time how they could have used Martok really well. The Minds one is fun but silly, and you forget it as soon as you watched it because it's just like a very surface level fun. Room for Growth is silly. Reflections is great. Here all the Great DS9 episode.
I can't remember what.
That's the double Rutherford, which is great.
Oh yes. Okay.
Here in All Trust Nothing is a great DS9 episode. Mathematically Perfect you don't like as well, obviously. Crisis Point I don't like as much. Yeah, I think we should go D, just because half as many episodes, and the averages I feel like lower. I think there are more good Voyager Season 6 ones, and certainly Season 4 of Enterprise is better because Intermirror and the first Augment I far prefer than...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
I think Lower Decks Season 3 is not as good as Strange World Season 1 or Season 4 or Voyager Season 6. So,
because like the start, the two at the end, but with Ben Amigos is good. Doesn't excite me in the way that other ones can and do. Again, Equinox is not even. Okay, cool. Right, we found our first D. These are not insulting, guys. This is the pantheon of best.
Yeah.
Just saying. What do you guys think? Okay, let's pause for a second. What do you guys think of our rankings? Is there anything that you guys would have a swap? Is there anything you just throw out right now in the chat? Is there anything you would have a swap? You're just like, personally, I think you guys are wrong. You idiots. I don't believe in you. There's no glory to you in your house. Throw us out something. Or are we perfect? Practically perfect in every way.
Dan says there is no Enterprise S yet there, and there won't be because there's the only two that were.
Yes.
Hit. I think yeah.
Sure as hell ain't gonna be Enterprise Season 1 or 2. Maybe Season 5.
Trekyards thinks Prodigy should be in the B slots.
Okay.
Lower Decks Season 3 should be C.
Okay. What a yes. At best.
Sternbonall puts in another super chat to say Picard Season 3 is a C- at best. That's 2 votes from the same person to lower Season 3 of Picard.
But I felt far more when Enterprise D appeared than any feeling in Strange World Season 1. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they'd had the Monster Maroon correctly done, and if they'd cut, say, when they cut to Bounce Terror episode, if that was actually on the TOS Enterprise of Ticonderoga, now that shit would have been ace.
Yes.
Like, that would have been like, you motherfuckers, you've just successfully done the cake and eaten it, and you've used canon. Now, that would have been beautiful.
But they didn't. So.
But they didn't.
Matthew DeFritas, $2. TOS Season 2 is greater than Voyager Season 4, personal preference. Season 2 is really good. See, my quandary right now is I think Season 2 of TOS is slightly better than Season 1. So I kind of want to do a swap already. And Merlas says, Season 6 of Voyager, at least a B in my opinion. Agree with the rest. Maybe TOS Season 1 to an A. And I'm kind of... that's what triggered what I just said, because as I was looking at Season 2 as we were talking about it, I'm like, I personally, I think Season 2 is a better season than Season 1. But Season 1 is there because it's what started it all. It was the groundbreaking new take on sci-fi and kind of set the stage for all the Star Trek stories that came after.
Well, let me jump on Voyager Season 4 versus TOS Season 2. There is a benefit of technology and scope of storytelling. TOS is theatre now. We're limited
60s TV, yeah.
Yeah, limited budget and scope. There is no alien makeup, right? There isn't any. There's brown face and some moustaches. That's their alien makeup, and it's paint. Voyager Season 4 has some excellent alien makeup. The CG is obviously much better. The scope of the stories can be much bigger. You know, that sort of thing. I know there's less stinkers. Okay, well now I'm going to have to go and directly look and see. So you're saying the higher highs negate the lower lows versus a stronger average?
Yes.
Right, okay. Well, now I'm going to have to go back
What
and
we're
look.
talking about right now, TOS?
Yes.
We've already switched them.
I know you have. That's why I now have to jump in and do the work. Because we know there's much worse in Season 2. But you're saying the strengths of Season 2 outweigh the averagely better Season 1.
In my personal opinion, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to do a little research here. Okay.
Yeah, because Charlie X, Miri, Dagger of the Mind.
Because I'm looking at
Conscious
Season
of the
1.
King.
There is almost, like, there's so many hits, it's unreal. And Season 2, I'm just skipping ones. Like,
okay, but I'm going through the worst ones of Season 1 for me. Charlie X, Miri, Conscience of the King.
Well, people like that one. Menagerie, not great.
Yeah. Well, Menagerie, I think, is great.
I think it's great. It's a clip show, Stuart.
I know, but it
couldn't you get Jeffrey Hunter back?
I've never seen before. A lot of people hadn't seen The Cage yet.
We're not 1967, Stuart. We've seen The Cage.
I still think it's great the way they tied it in and got Pike's story out there.
Very clever, but it's fine.
Taste of Armageddon, not a fan.
But Devil in the Dark's incredible. Stranger Forever's incredible. Tomorrow's Yesterday.
The Alternative Factor.
Space Seed.
Great story.
Galileo 7. Court Martial. Miles of Terror. Season 2 has Doomsday Machine, Mirror Mirror, Troubles and Tribbles, Join to Babel, Piece of the Action, Turn to Tomorrow, Ultimate Computer, My Highlights, Apple's fine, iMud's good.
I'm trying to find my least favorite in Season 2.
What do you guys think? Vote Season 1 or Season 2 right now.
Yeah, which is better for TOS, Season 1 or Season 2? Let us know.
And in fairness, the super chats here could be the decider, right? Like this is it's the precipice we're on. If you feel and say,
The Apple's not great. Friday's Child I don't really enjoy. Wolf in the Fold. I mean, I like Jack the Ripper, so it's kind of got a special place, but at the same time, it's not a great episode. Private Little
Orifice.
Private Little War I'm not a fan of. But other than that, I mean, I think they're all pretty great.
I just think on average the first season has more iconic hits. There isn't a lot in it, but I think I will still maintain Season 1 has more iconic hits than worse ones.
I disagree. I think Season 2's better.
Well, guys, this is your super chat. We both let out arguments. Super chat your thoughts. Do the final vote. We will both concede to the answer of the super chat. Well, at least 3 of any amount can let us know.
And Matthew DeFritas.
Please vote. I want to know.
Oh, hold on. Billy Grisick throws in $2. Let's chat in and get Lower Deck Season 3 to at least a C, please, not D. And
I mean,
Matthew DeFritas.
Right, yeah?
Matthew DeFritas, $5. Your makeup argument flies in the face of your Strange New World argument. If TOS is theater, then Strange New Worlds has to be higher. No, it doesn't. That's just the way it is. Yeah, you gotta take each thing as a product of its time as well.
But the
Strange New Worlds is fine, but it's trying to be TOS. It wants to be TOS. It says it's Prime, but it's clearly not. So.
But also the stories in TOS are better than Stranger Worlds. The acting when it's good is also better than Stranger Worlds. And there's less misses per season than Stranger Worlds. Yes, the makeup obviously is better in Stranger Worlds, but the sets are not canon-y feeling. They're too big. They're also logical. There's no way Pike has a quarters that big on a ship that size. It's illogical, right? There's no reason for that except cool. Why is he cool? There's there's silly things that separate it, and like I said,
And
you lose a point because of canon, etc.
yeah, Sergeant Montgomery, there can be more than 3. We still have 8 more to add to this list. We're just taking a break at the halfway point to say how do you guys feel about where we are? Stern Von Alt throws in another $2
Oh my gosh.
to season 3 to a C-. And Dave and Laura throw in $2. All TOS is S.
That doesn't help us.
Ranking scale.
David and Laura, please vote for one or the other if you had to. That moots where we are.
Stern Von Alt another $2 for Picard season 3.
But it's not though.
One person is saying the same thing. So if you have somebody to substantiate that with another super chat, we might consider moving.
Like, we love you, Stern, but by that logic, if one person says Enterprise season 4 is a S and puts in 50, it wins. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't. There's 10 of you. But guys, TOS, please give us some TOS wins, yay or nay, season 1 or season 2.
Shay, the Locomotive Production, $10. TOS season 2 is better. Bettered. Assignment 10. Is Assignment Earth? I think season 2 is better as a season as in the 3 seasons that we got for TOS. I think season 2 is the best.
And Matthew comments back, but Samuel's argument was makeup didn't work because it was more advanced. Wasn't as advanced. Then he said Stranger World didn't work because it was more advanced. No, the sets were too modern. Breaking with canon, they were too modern for the sake of it. The makeup's excellent and perfect. TOS or Voyager makeup is about aliens. I mean, you can have variations on aliens that makes more sense than variations on ship interiors. The con isn't going to change that much, right? Etc. etc.
I think a lot of people are joining us last minute, and because Voyager season 6 should be higher. Voyager season 6 was initially what, S tier? In our first run through. Voyager season 6 was A tier.
Yeah.
So this is just in comparison. These are all the best ones, kind of battling it out. Carl second, Ed D&D $10, both TOS or S. I'm happy to do that, but then people will say, "Oh, you're preferential to TOS."
That is there as well, yeah.
Because actually, season 1 and season 2 are both very, very good. I just prefer season 2 slightly over season 1. So that's the only reason I've done that. But both seasons of TOS deserve an S tier.
But that is a super chat of power. That's a $10. That is a powerful super chat. I'm not.
I'm willing to do that to stop the fucking argument because TOS season 2 I think is better. Samuel doesn't, but a lot of people agree with me in the chat. So.
But I'm trying to.
Sam might be wrong.
I mean, I'm trying to give that differentiation, right? I'm just saying the lows are lower. So yeah, you're just arguing the highs beat the lows versus an averagely better, which is fine. Just that's going to have to take into account for TNG or DS9, for example, where those might now be inflated a little bit because now if the weak ones are underdone, it's okay. But no, Dave and Laura are happy with the double because that's what they voted for in their super chat. So that is technically 2 super chats for that result. And super chats do have weight and power,
right.
etc.
It's been shifted for now, but it can be shifted again.
See, you guys have power. Dear me. Dear me.
And yes, Carl, we made that argument that everything stems from TOS. Yes.
But also, not the same argument, but Picard, you could say, is a combination of 40 years of Star Trek, which also has a legacy factor that the other seasons don't have. In the same vein, Stranger Worlds is ignoring 40 years of 6 years of Star Trek by doing its own thing. Yeah. These are arguments you could throw, by that logic, could be even lower.
Well, Stern Von Alk and Trouble Armstrong both agree that season 2 of TOS is better than season 1. Dave and Laura, $2. TOS is the Star Trek it is, but season 3 did not hit the A or the S tier for us. So season 3 will not be making an appearance in this live. So
it's just because fundamentally it's about stories. They have a shocking number of excellent stories with a trio of cast that are phenomenal. Leonard Nimoy is a it's like Tom Baker as a Doctor, right? It is a character actor who's achieved a role that is a zeitgeist of society. People know Spock across the world. That is something TOS has special.
Yeah. Well. Dave's like, I just wanted to make him read that then. Or read that. You know who you're talking to, right? I am like the TOS guy. I love TOS. TOS and DS9, in my opinion, are the best Treks. So you don't have to make me read TOS is the Star Trek.
Unless you want to.
I'm the old school guy.
Yes, you are.
So
And I'm just trying
I agree with you.
And I'm just trying to make a more, detail orientated chart, right?
He's trying to ruin our fun, everybody. Let's take down Samuel.
Fair enough.
Take down Samuel.
Because it does feel a little bit like, oh, TOS is the best. Like, a little bit like that. It can be that good, but that's what I'm trying to give those clarifying. But they were also the first ones, early ones we did, right? We're working out the structure as we go.
Dave's like, oh, yes, but your voice has power. Eric Martin throws in $5. I vote for season 2 of TOS over season 1, but not by much. Yeah, they're very, very close, in my opinion. But I think season 2 is just a little bit more enjoyable episode-wise for me.
I've said why, so I'm not going to go into it for a sixth time.
Billy Grisick, $2. Okay, let's talk. What's it going to take to move Lower Decks up? Well, which season?
Yeah. I think it means D, season 3.
I think it means season 3, yeah.
And I'll be honest, 20, because 10 is a good nudge. 20 is kind of we can't ignore.
And we're not saying it's bad. It's still got in our A and S tier for its for the first live. This is not comparison to other seasons.
Sorry, yeah, the Fearhawk is playing a dangerous game here. Come on, let's collectively super chat for Discovery Season 1 to get an S tier and go home. Can we super chat high enough to pull it out of the garbage of the other?
It's not even on our board right now, so no.
Well, Brett could force it into the board. Look. If that's Curtis from Brian Fuller, walk into the chat, put down a $200 super chat, it will be S tier for them.
No, if Brian Fuller or Alex Kurtzman walk into this live stream, there's going to be some hell to pay. They're going to get an earful because they're both idiots.
We're having fun, aren't we, guys? And vote in the poll.
More seasons to look at, by the way.
Vote in the poll. And guys, please come to tomorrow's movie one, because it'll probably be more cordial and nice, but maybe some severe disagreement.
Maybe add a banner to the top to say the best of the best. It's in the title of the video. It's in the thumbnail of the video. So no. If you don't know what video you're clicking on to watch, that's on you.
How many through are we on this series? It's our fourth?
This is fourth in, yeah.
Yeah. We've done our job, Stuart. We've done our job.
Yeah, we have. And we have 50 likes, which makes me very happy. So.
And besides, we like the conversation. We like to continuously reiterate things, all. All right. Where do we go now? So we're now down to just TNG and Voyager, which is interesting. That's very interesting.
It's going to be harder, though.
Yes. A lot more to remember. Oh, no, some TNG. Some TNG. Should we jump on TNG then?
There's TNG, DS9, and Voyager.
Okay, let's just do TNG Season 6, because that, in theory, should be a lower-end season of TNG, right? In theory, based on the logic.
That's where it started to dip a little bit.
Yes. Relics, great. True Crew, great. Physical Data is great. Shrimp Bottle, great. Face of Enemy, excellent. Descent, garbage. Timescape, great. I don't remember the rest of the names. Oh, Frame of Mind, fantastic. That's another definitive one for me. Personally, Tapestry. Tapestry is the SS Enterprise of this season, which, by the logic of the other ones, that by itself should get it higher than Birthright pulls it down for me. Tapestry brings it up because it's such a good episode. What are your thoughts?
All right, I'm just looking for the. I'm just gonna say the ones that don't really speak to me.
Okay, that's fair.
Because the good ones are good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Man of the People. Quality of Life.
Lessons is okay.
Aquiel's not fantastic.
Birthright's only good. It's fine. It's alright. It dipped a lot.
Yeah, both Birthright parts 1 and 2 are not in my upper echelon, that's for sure.
But they're at DS9. That's nice. Some good. I think what they say. For some reason, Bashir's in sneakers for the entire episode. If you look carefully,
white sneakers.
Yeah. Moriarty's finally back. That's got to give you more points, Stuart, because
Yep. Ship in a bottle. Yeah.
I mean, Cheney Command Part 2 is a synonymous episode. Part 1 might be only okay. Part 2 is, I mean, the torture scene is horrible, but it's definitive. Oh, there's more good ones here than I remember. I like Realm of Fear, the Barclay Transporter one. That's a really interesting episode.
Starship Mine is fun. I really like that one too. God damn it.
Second Chances are great acted. Right Flair's fun. And to see Kailash with his big purple head, his no hair, his giant head things, you know, just really good to see Kailash,
Yeah.
as intended.
Lessons is all right, but it's not anything great.
It's very season 7 of them.
We need to give Picard a love interest of them.
Starship Mine's good, but not amazing. And there's that one bit where they keep a Jonathan Frakes blueprint. They're laughing at Brent's acting, and they left it in because he just kept it together enough in the whatever. See, the more I look at this one, there's some really strong stories.
There is some really good ones,
but also a couple of meh.
Yep. The chase is great. Oh my god.
And Schisms is definitive as well. But Time's Arrow is... I don't like Time's Arrow. That's just me. I get it. But that's funny. The ones that should be excellent, the big part 1, part 2s, are actually weak in my opinion. We had more money. Meh.
I'm thinking either a low A or a high B.
I was going to say B, but then I'm again skewing. There's so many good ones.
Yep.
And interesting ones. Tapestry, though. Do a low A. I'm going to call it. I'm going to do it. Low A.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree because...
That surprises me. But there's some really fun ones. And just to have Rascals to pick 6 young kids, whatever, that all work well as the young selves. That's a thing to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. I was probably gonna go down like C. Damn it.
No. Shit. No.
Good for TNG.
I'm gonna go TNG season 4, which was an S tier originally.
Okay.
Again, it's when TNG is doing its thing. This is when it's the absolute best. Is there any stinkers here? Let's see. Final Mission's not great, but it's not awful.
So the Wesley one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Best of Both Worlds isn't great.
No. Part 2, yeah, it's not great.
Family's great. Remember Me's phenomenal. Future Imperfect's phenomenal. Data's Data's phenomenal. Wounded's phenomenal. Devil's Due's phenomenal. Nth Degree is excellent.
Clues is really great.
Mind's Eye's excellent. I like Mind's Eye.
We got Drumhead, The Nth Degree.
Half-Life's only okay, but it was better on rewatch.
Host is awful.
The
Host is awful.
Was that the Trill one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not... compared to the rest of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Galaxy Child is good, but not amazing. First Con is pretty damn good. Clues. Mr...
Clues is great.
Yep.
This is, I think, to me, this is still an S tier.
Ooh.
There's not much bad in this one.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you. Just, I was thinking A to match 6, season 6, but then we don't have those. For me, the lesser good part 1, part 2s, which pull it down. But there are some very strong, fun ones here. I don't know if I'm quite as excited about a couple of them. A couple of them, but then a couple of them are really, 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 really good. And the Wounded getting reminded about that Cardassian war we'd heard about for years and years. Just that. Wow, yeah. Always since season 1 TNG, that Cardassian border war really affected all of our characters.
Wounded is a great episode, though.
It is, yes. Nebula introduction. Okay, I'll go. I would say maybe in this ranking a lesser strong S. But is that such a thing when you're already at the point of S's? Does it really matter?
Yeah, at least we aren't making S's out of ourselves. Just saying. Finally, some people with sense to speak up, says the Fear Hawk. Who are you talking about? Oh, the Fear Hawk, yeah. DS9 for me is one of my favorite treks, if not the favorite, but it kind of ties with TOS for me. So yes, DS9 is a very good trek.
I just like more sci-fi in my Trek. Feels more like Trek to me if it has more sci-fi, Stuart. You know that feeling.
I do.
Wanting sci-fi in your Trek.
We don't disagree. We love DS9.
There's
DS9 seasons coming. Relax.
Yes.
Everybody's getting uppity. Because they tune in late, they don't realize what the fuck we're talking about. We still have 3 seasons of DS9 to put on this chart, so just relax, guys.
F, and double F. Although some people like double F. Just not for rankings.
Yeah.
Alright, let me throw, I guess, another Voyager in. Voyager Season 3, then. And knowing where that begins and ends, this is the end of... Oh, not Voyager Season 3. Oh, worst case scenario. That's Definitive Voyager. Basics is good. Flashback is great. Warlord, I really enjoy. Future's End, I really enjoy. Macrosm, phenomenal. Distant Origins, very good. Scorpion's very good, obviously.
False Prophets is good.
Blood Fever.
Warlords, not great.
Well, acting-wise, it's very good.
Yeah, but... yeah, no.
If you don't like the lady who plays Kess, then you're probably not gonna like it so much, and that's okay. The shoot, hella acting masterclass by the 2 boys.
I hate that episode.
But acting-wise
is great.
It's a very DS9 episode, because that could easily be like Bashir and Garrick, where one of, you know what I mean? Like that's a very DS9 dark, moody character piece. This one was okay. False Prophets is very good. Limber's okay. Sacred Ground is okay. Queen of the Grey is fun. Fair Trade is interesting. Old Ego I enjoy. Code is pretty good. Unity's pretty good. I'm not as excited about
Fearhawk says we should have a list of all the ones that are still up to come up. No, because that's not how the tier thing works. They're on our screen. You'll see them when we talk about them. And if you haven't watched the other lives that led up to this, I understand your confusion. But no, it's not how we're doing things.
Okay,
Sturm von Ock says the worst of DS9 is leaps and bounds above Prodigy. Move along home, Sturm von Ock. You're drunk.
Because the average, I think, in season... this is season 4... is not as good, and there's still a lot of early Voyager in this. They haven't quite moved into the more advanced feeling. I'll say D, because the highs are nowhere near as high. There's a couple of strong ones. Acting wise, I think it's a rather good season, but I'll be fine with D in contrast to some of these, because it doesn't. The excitement.
You're saying Voyager season 3 is a D.
Yeah. A lot of it's still enjoyable, but it's not exciting me in the same way.
I will not disagree.
Yeah. Especially when you see the other seasons, like, oh, that's amazing. Like, again, contrast is important here.
Okay. I'm going to pull in a DS9 episode or season because some people are getting uppity that we haven't talked about it. So let's go with the S tier DS9 season 6.
Right.
Let me pull that up.
This is the hardcore Dominion War stuff. We're back on the station, I believe.
Yeah. DS9 season 6. Time to Stand. Rock and Shoals. Sons of Daughters. Behind the Lines. Sacrifice of Angels. They're back on the station. Far Beyond the Stars. Oh, top-notch Star Trek. Far Beyond the Stars is a great episode. One Little Ship is fun.
Well, it was very fun.
Waltz is good. Blue Morning was all right. Let's see, in the Pale Moonlight, the best episode of DS9, arguably. Valiant, great. Times Orphan was fun. Not fun. It was good. It wasn't fun. Sound of Her Voice.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful episode.
A very Voyager episode.
Yeah. This is to me S tier still.
Time Stands great. Rocks and Shores is great. Sun's Doors is okay. Power Lines is good. Feather Bolt is good. Razor is great. Voice is great. Resurrection is not. It's great. It's great. That's okay. It's okay. That's great.
Okay, I want to remind people of something. Matthew DeFreitas' Voyager Season 3 is greater than Strange New World Season 1. Yes. How many episodes does it have? 26. How many episodes does Strange New World Season 1 have? 10. You got to take these things into consideration also. So
if it has 10 amazing episodes versus Strange Worlds 10, then the other ones are also going to make a difference.
People just don't understand how we're doing this, and that's fine, I guess.
I don't know if I'd agree with S. There's only a few that excite me in the same way.
Okay, there's some of the best ones here, though. Sacrifice of Angels, Pale Moonlight.
Yeah. Oh, no, I get it. But there's a couple like
Far Beyond the Stars, one of the best episodes of TNG or DS9
one best of TNG.
Like,
one little ship.
There's 3 of the best episodes of DS9
I get it. I get it. Incursion's great. But some of them I'm just not excited by really very much at all, or think they're good. So it gets one of those contrast things. If that's on the best, like, I guess, but I would give it an A if it was me. But like I say, Pale is superb. Like, it's on that line. Because some aren't S-ing me up. Guys, what do you think? But I mean, I'm fine with being S.
I just see 3 of like the best episodes of DS9 ever in one season. So.
Yep. Yeah. I get it.
Even Valiant is a really great episode.
So my top 10 DS9 in this season for sure.
Yeah.
And Sound of Voice. I'll have it be Sound of Voice. I'll wing it for me as the strong average, because that's definitely one of the best of DS9 for a concept. Because the twist of that is really upsetting.
Yeah.
And One Little Ship is so fun, because that is like, let's have a CGI runabout in every single shot. Okay.
That twist at the end of The Sound of Her Voice is what makes that episode. So,
yeah,
upsetting or not, it wouldn't be the same episode if they found her.
I'll give it. Like I said, I was on that line because the mediums are like, because I mean, A is still amazing, right? I'm just working out where, but yeah, there's too many top tier. Yes. Yes, yeah.
All right. So we've got 4 left.
Right.
We've got TNG Season 5, Voyager Season 5, DS9 Season 4, and DS9 Season 7 left. So 1 TNG, 1 Voyager, and 2 DS9.
I guess we can DS9 and then we can average it out. What do you think will be the lower of the 2 seasons, 4 or 7, if you have to say it off the top of your head? I would assume 7, but that's just to me.
I would assume 7 too.
Let's do season 7. Season 7.
So you're going to go with season 7.
Let's go with season 7. Okay.
Let's see. The image in the sand, shadows and symbols I can kind of do without, honestly. Take Me Out to the Hall Suite is fun. Treachery, Faith in the Great River is a fun episode, but not a standout. Siege of AR-558 I fucking despise, so, but that's me personally. I don't know, a lot of people love it. Only a Paper Moon is depressing, but also very good.
Wait, Only a Paper Moonlight? Only a... what's the... What do you guys think? Season 4. Where are you gonna? Season 7. Sorry.
Season 7's got a lot of fun episodes. They're trying to break up the mood a little bit. We got Bada Bing, Bada Bing. It's a great episode, but
instant reaction, B or an A. Doesn't excite me in the same way. I mean, especially saying some of the best ones in the other season. That does not necessarily cover it here.
Well, this is where it's less episodic and more very tied together this season as well. So,
which I'm not as big a fan of because it's just you know, you don't get the chance to have as much winners because there are not as many episodes. There's one 6-parter.
Yeah. Okay, I'm very happy to put this in an A slot.
But why A though? Why not B? It doesn't excite me the same way season 6 of TNG does. Because season 3 of Enterprise is still very good. I don't care about the Goldie Cut stuff, any of it. Just all of it. I mean, it's not that's not good, I just don't care.
Oh, the Angel shit? I hate that.
Yeah, that's a lot of this. They're far more Bajoran-y. I like the stuff with Ezri, but it's not the good stuff of the season. It's good stuff, but not the good stuff of the season. And that stuff will drag it down away from S, or even potentially A. I don't love the Mirror Universe last part. It's okay. Inter Arm's very good though. I would I don't know if it should get an A. Just by trying to really like go by qualifying rankings, etc.
Would you rather watch Picard season 3 over this season?
Possibly.
Okay, so Picard season 3 and Enterprise season 3 are both in the B tier, and they are both a very cohesive season arc story, as is this one.
I like that.
So is Lower Decks. Lower Decks season 2 is also.
I like that. I think we should follow that logic because episodic.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with put it with B for that reason, but
because it benefits and negates issues. Yep, I like that. That's shocking that we've had that. That's really clever. Well done. Whereas Prodigy is extremely episodic while being 4 5s, 2 10s, 1 20. It's a whole different beast of a season-wide arc.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a hell of logic.
Yeah, because the ones in that category on the B are very, very cohesive seasons, but less standout episodes.
Yes. Yeah. Because they just can't be as creative in that regard. And B is still phenomenal.
Yes.
Okay. Are we being shouted at in the comments? What are we?
We are.
that's my reaction to this.
A lot of people were saying A. A lot of A's for this season, but Dr. T is king, throws in $2. Ezri is better, Dax.
Wow.
And this is her only season.
Love them both.
I do too. And General Grievous throws in $2. Voyager season 3 to C. Strange New Worlds, less episodes and fewer hits. Strange season 3. Sorry, Voyager season 3.
But more average. Because that one the first and last Strange World season 1 are really, really, really good. Really good.
Yeah. Well, Merlost agrees. He says, I agree DS9 season 7 is a B+.
Yeah, sure. So. Well, so is Picard season 3, probably. They might all get, well, low decks. I mean, yeah. Oh, this is fun.
Fun or frustrating?
Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. And I bet you if we had this debate without doing all the legwork, totally different list.
Oh yeah.
We're doing the work, Stuart. This is our 8th hour. Oh god, it's our 8th hour. Yeah. Love it. Alright, where we go next?
I'm gonna go with TNG season 5. Let's change it up. Let's get rid of the last TNG season.
Okay, so. Season 5, what have we got? So this is maybe the start of the Unification, but cause and effect, that is again definitive Star Trek.
Yes,
I like the game a lot. Darmok. It's not the best episode, but it's definitive for what it's trying to do. Slight clarification on that one, but it's okay.
Hero Worship, I'm not a huge fan of.
No.
Masterpiece Society is just all right. It's nothing special. Conundrum's great. Power Play is fantastic. Ethics is all right.
Iborg, it doesn't hold up as well now because of the scope scale, but the acting's very good and the ethicality is very, very good.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as cool, but I think as an episode resonates really well still.
Yeah. The Perfect Mate is interesting, but again, not a standout necessarily from the season. Kind of like more of the letdown of the season.
Ensign Rowe, your favourite, Stuart. I mean,
which one?
Ensign Rowe.
Oh, good God. Imaginary Friend is just kind of the. No,
the game. I mean, that's
Inner Light.
Yeah, right. Newground's okay.
Time Zero's not super awesome.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I was wrong. Conundrum's the one with the fake Captain Commander guy. Sorry, I thought that was.
Yeah, Commander Macduff.
What was the... Okay, what do I want to talk about? Power Play, which we haven't got to yet, is excellent.
Yes.
Ethics, I sort of remember. Cost of Living is not great. Perfect Mate, I don't... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. This feels more like a dated season. A lot of these episodes have a certainness to it. And there's not... Yeah, the highs here are nowhere near as high. But there's some fun averages. Like some fun... I mean, again, for this scale, right?
Yeah, where should we put this, though? It was A tier last time. I'm thinking C.
I'm going to agree. Just haven't really gone through it. I'm not as excited by anywhere as many of these, even if a couple are still truly stand out. That list is few. Yeah, I think C's good.
C's fair.
I think C's good, yeah.
Okay.
That was not a debate at all. Good job. These are kind of comfortable episodes. Like, everyone's good in them. They're decent stories. They're fun. They're nice. But you don't end to think, wow. They're in their swing.
So we got 2 left, guys. Voyager Season 5 and DS9 Season 4.
Interesting.
It is interesting. How is everybody feeling about the list right now?
And guys, vote on the poll. We have only 56 votes. Come on, guys. Come on.
There's only 50 people here, so that's not bad.
Yeah, but an hour and 35 minutes. Some more super chats to your thoughts. Have we mistaken everything? Are we wrong in all the degrees? Maybe. And yes, we can end on DS9. That's okay. We'll end on the DS9. So I'll load up Voyager Season 5. While you remind people what we're doing tomorrow, Stuart.
Tomorrow we're doing movies. Talking about all the Star Trek movies and doing a tier list. So if you like Star Trek movies, come and join us. You might have different thoughts than we do. Sam thinks it's going to be pretty easy. I think it'll be interesting.
Well, there'll be a couple easy and a couple very difficult.
Well, with discussion, those easy ones could be shifted a bit.
And you guys might annoy us both with your super chats of where to put things. In a good way, of course.
Yeah.
In a good way, of course. Okay, Season 5, which you would think would be... We're lowering the scale of Voyager because that's as things tend to go forward. But I love Night. I really enjoyed
Voyager Season 5 we're doing? Okay.
Yep, I really enjoyed Extreme Risk. I think it's very, very good. In the Flesh is very good. Once Upon a Time is okay. Timeless is phenomenal. Infinite Regress is very good acting-wise. Nothing Human is very good ethical-wise. 30 Days is very good acting and story-wise and ethical-wise. Late Image is shockingly sad for the Doctor where, the person who got killed, removed his memory, etc. Counterpoint, I love that a lot. Gravity is okay. Bliss, pretty good. Dark Frontier, interesting, if not amazing. The Disease, kind of fun. Cause Oblivion, superb. The Fight, not so good. And of course, Equinox is superb. Some really strong ones in this season. Really strong.
Timeless is awesome.
Timeless is awesome. Yeah. Relativity I really enjoy, as you know. Soft spot with that.
Yeah. Bride of Chaotic is fun, but you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Think Tank, still very good.
Course Oblivion, superb.
Someone to watch with me is Sweet, if silly.
Which one is that? I was just looking at that.
The Doctor teaches Seven how to dance, and they sing.
Oh.
And teach her about how to be human. She goes on a date with the guy, realizes that he kind of fancies her, and has to not whatever. So it's sweet. They're both very good in it. It's very human of him.
Dr. T is King puts in $2 and says, "Will Galaxy Class be in the Trek movie listings?"
Oh,
we should take Star Trek 2009 out and replace it with Galaxy Quest because it's a much better Star Trek movie than 2009.
You know, I would be fine to include it for the lols.
So would I.
Yeah, okay, one $5 super chat for Galaxy Quest and it'll be in the ranking. Well, okay, we would have got to one $3 super chat and we'll put it in. Because, yeah. There is that common joke for a reason.
Well, then we should have been ranking the Orville episodes for this too. Or seasons, sorry.
If that'd be quite as high. See, there's some really good ones in this, especially from an acting perspective. To see, I mean, B'Elanna is amazing at Extreme Risk. I really enjoyed Chakotay in The Flesh. Once Upon a Time is good for Neelix. Timeless is a masterclass.
You heard it here first, guys. The Commander he loves Chakotay in The Flesh. Just saying.
Timeless is a masterclass for
it's great.
Kim. Infinite Regress is a masterclass for Seven, being like 12 different characters. Nothing Human is a great moral story, as I said. It's Days is a masterclass of... I mean, actually, almost every episode is someone really putting their best... I mean, you say they're not about character development. People are kicking ass. A lot of these stories really focus on character and development and you know, Dark Frontier. Seeing Seven meet her parents and deal with Borg stuff and how the hell do you act that? Really, really good.
Besides Timeless and Relativity and Equinox, which I think are the standouts, the rest are character pieces, a lot of them. Makes me want to put this in an A slot.
See, if we're logicking what TOS did, a couple less good ones and some excellent ones, I'm going to say S, because there's so many very, very good ones and not very many bad ones. And some of the ones are really good. Just by the TOS logic, because some of them are really, really good. Acting and character and sci-fi and adventure and story. I'm going to say yes, because I'm surprised how many really strong ones there are in this. And Timeless is definitive. Equinox is definitive.
I want to say A.
Course Oblivion is definitive.
S. It was S before. It was S tier before.
Yeah.
I want to say A. He wants to say S. You guys...
Yeah. By some of the arguments I've been presented here today, how the other ones should be higher, I'm going to say it should be an S. Based on those arguments.
And Dr. T is King, $3. Say no more. My alt account. So yeah, there's the $5. We got to include Galaxy
Quest. Brett!
Galaxy
Quest!
I will let him know right now.
Yeah, like I said, based on their arguments, there's too many good ones in this not to give it an S. Because it's very, very good. And just really strong character pieces, because they also have character and sci-fi. You know. It's generally heartwarming to watch a 29th century drone sacrifice himself. That's actually quite touching, and Knight is a very good character piece. Yeah, some really good stuff in this. Counterpoint makes you think even to this day of the, you know, ready for inspection. And you're like, does he love her, does he not? Is he a prick? Yes, no. Bride of Chaotica, a black and white episode. How fun, how bold. There's almost nothing bad this season. And Course Oblivion is like top tier. That is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
General Grievous, $2. S definitely applying the same TOS and DS9 logic. I'm happy with that.
Yes, Ozzy.
There's no more room. We have no more room for S's. So.
That's okay. We can squidge if we need to.
All right. So it's S right now. One more season to get on the board, then we can shuffle maybe.
Which will definitely be you guys messing us around. I mean, helping us decide.
Because we have one more, which was an A tier originally. That's DS9 Season 4, which we're going to talk about right this second.
Now, on Trekyards.
Previously on Trekyards.
Okay. Season 4.
Yes.
Warrior the Warrior. That's a movie. Visitor.
Yeah.
Very good. Hippocratic Oath. Pretty darn good. Indiscretion. Fine.
Starship Down.
Good.
Little Green Men.
Yep.
Great. Sword of Kalos. Awesome.
Sons of Moog. Okay. Broken Link. Okay. Shattered Mirror.
Homefront and Paradise Lost. Awesome.
Although comparing to other two-parters that we've now reviewed, it's now not. It's good, but not the amazing tier. I would say, not compared to.
Well, it's not a two-parter. It doesn't say Homefront Part 2. I know they're two-parters, but they're two different episode titles, so they're not a two-parter in my opinion.
Sure.
It's an ongoing narrative. It's not a two-parter.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah, fine. Rejoin's good, but not amazing. Little Green Men is amazing, like you say. Broken Link is good. Body Parts, I don't remember it at all.
Hard Time is good. It's
Quick
difficult to watch for me, but
To the Death I really enjoy, but it's not the best episode, but it's really enjoyable. You enjoy for the cause.
The Muse is not great. I don't.
Oh no.
Shattered Mirror is not great.
No, that one's a big letdown. Hard Time is great. Great sci-fi concept. Rules engagement's dark. You'll never be in the captain's chair. Enterprise G.
You'll never get a command of
Enterprise
your
E!
own. Just watch that clip. Because you'll never get a command of your own.
Enterprise E! And technically defined, sort of, half. So it's good but not great. Power Station's great but not amazing. Sons of Moog, it's good but not amazing. Time I really enjoy, but it's not incredible. Crossfire, but don't even remember it.
And General Grievous, yes, I'm aware it's a two-parter, but I was just giving him a little bit of a...
Hey, technicalities.
It's not
Sure.
It's not Homefront Part 2.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, no, I'll accept the
but
point.
I see what you're saying.
It's like Unification Part 3 is Part 3, but it's not a third part to Unification TNG
Exactly.
episode.
Yeah.
So there is some slight whatevering.
Let's see. To me, this looks like an A.
Yes, I was going to say a medium to high A, but there's enough pretty great versus incredible to lower the incredible.
Yes. So I'm
Okay.
right where my gut is
Yep.
was saying A, so I'm fine to put it there.
Which is still very good. Sound like insults, but it's not.
Yeah, none of them are insults. Not even D's.
Not even D's.
God damn, these are all S and A tiers in the other lists.
That's and yeah, we joked about this early on.
No F's though.
No. I just want to bring Discovery Season 1 back in.
What were all the previous F's? We had Disco Season 1.
Yep.
Short Trek Season 2.
Yep.
Was straddling the line. Picard Season 1, Picard Season 2, and Very Short Trek Season 1 were all F's. And that's it. That's all the other F's we had.
Potentially a little bit harsh on the Picards, but when you start looking at them, though, it's hard to disagree. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that being an A? I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Well, General Grievous, Disco is so much an F, it didn't even make this list. Any of the seasons. So.
Yes. Ooh.
Best of the worst next. I mean, people have suggested that.
It's a lot less to talk about, though.
Well, not if we, yeah, well.
I mean, there's less scores. We have to go to C, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we take D and F, it's like, oh my god. There's like no D and F in the first one we did.
Yep.
There's one D in the second one,
Yep.
and then the third one has a shit ton because it's New Trek.
Yep. So you have to do C, D, and F, and then it's just like, you know, Picard, whatever TNG is. A, S, fine, S, compared to this. Interesting.
Anyway, that's a good list. I wasn't sure where this one was going to go or how we were going to do it.
Yep.
But I'm very satisfied with the results.
So, to reiterate, although we should probably change it to show order. Let me just move that around. Oh, unless you're doing it already. What is going on?
I don't know. I can do it if you want.
No, I have... No, you do it. Okay, fair enough. You can do it.
I want to do it.
That's the problem with slides, that we can't both take control, but we can, but it doesn't let us.
We can, because that'd be funny. It's like thumb wrestling.
Yes.
Who's going to win?
From across the globe, whose computer is faster?
Dun, 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 dun.
So we have TOS Season 2 and Season 1, Stuart. Swap those around. We have 2 TOS seasons. With the first 2 TOS seasons, we have the middle 2 TNG seasons. We have the latter 2 Voyager seasons. Not quite, whatever. We have 1 DS9 season. For A, we have Prodigy. Surprise in there. We have 1 TNG. We have 2 DS9s. Then B, we have Picard, an Enterprise, Lower Decks DS9. Far more varied. C, we have Stranger Worlds, Enterprise, Voyager. And D, we have Lower Decks, Voyager, and TNG. Fascinating.
And I can see why people are uppity about the Ds, that they should be moved up. I get it. But it's still got A and S tier in their previous rankings. So it's not like it's bad.
Because that's the thing. Star Trek is more about the sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
So we're saying that the sci-fi stories of TOS, TNG, and Voyager overall win out in that technicality. But then DS9 is averagely stronger a season, because both Voyager and TNG are now below DS9. So on average score-wise, DS9 is the strongest. Well, TOS, but Lower Decks is both great and pretty good. And TNG and Voyager both drop much further, because there is no DS9 below a B, which is fantastic. And yet Voyager and TNG both get a D. And Strange Worlds is right there as a high middle, because in 3 there's
I hate to say this.
Ooh.
But I'm glad Matt's not here, because he would be having a fucking stroke right now.
Oh dear. But which in particular?
Voyager Season 3 and TNG Season 5, probably.
Ah, right.
And Enterprises. All the Enterprises. They should be higher.
They should be higher. Well, okay. Is there anything...
I don't think this needs much, if any, tweaking.
Because Picard Season 3 has incredible highs, but the lows are kind of low. They feel lower. Especially with so few episodes. Enterprise Season 3 is really freaking good, but it doesn't excite me in the same way as an A would. But it's very close to an A, but it doesn't have the same level of excitement. But it's definitely, a close with DS9 season arc.
And I know a lot of people, if they just saw this chart, would be like, oh, they're TOS fanboys, because, well, TOS is S. But especially if you don't like the older Trek. If you're one of the new Trek fans, you're definitely going to hate this list. So I don't know what to say. I think we did a good job. I really do.
It's stories and sci-fi and characters, right? And at the end of the day, length of seasons does make a difference. If you have 26 episodes and 10 are definitive science fiction, let alone Star Trek, let alone TOS, that's more than Strange Worlds has an entire season. And then you've got all the mediums and goods and bads added on. So, it would be very hard pressed for a Lower Decks to be an S without being like 9 wage douches, right? Or even 6 wage douches. Yeah. You'd need to really bring knockout to be in the S tier versus so many good ones. That's just math, right? Sorry.
Yeah. Tristan Goodfellow says Season 5 of Voyager should be S+++++++.
And so should TOS 1 or 2. It's just they're very good stories. That's what always matters to me, right? Doesn't matter how flashy the effects are. If the story's not as good, that's important to me. Because the thing is, if it wasn't the stories that matter, people would not, in their millions, watch Shakespeare every year. Plays of Shakespeare. Because guess what? The sets aren't great. The production values aren't great compared to a TV show or movie. There aren't explosions. Like, Shakespeare is still watched, listened to, read today. Because the stories hold up. Somehow, right? They're iconic for a reason. TOS is in a similar vein. How many shows in the 60s are we talking about in the same way? Even Space 1999, you might think it's really good, but it's not a worldwide cultural phenomenon going 1,000 episodes of television, and how many billions of dollars have been spent to make Space 1999? Probably not even 10 million, based on age.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's the most iconic. Yes, you've got to look through it with a slightly different lens now, but that's the best lens they could do. If you can't look through a lens of what they could do at the time, then anything past 5 years ago is shit. By that logic, if you can't look past the modern Avengers, then the first Avengers looked like trash. Wow, that Iron Man suit didn't look like he was really there. It must be shit now. Well, no, Iron Man 1 is still incredible. Because of reasons. Yeah. It doesn't diminish them, it just changes the,
Yeah. I'm happy with this. I don't know. I don't think we did anything wrong.
We only threw 3 mild disagreements, which I think is rather good.
Mm-hmm.
A couple that I'm shocked we agreed on straight away, which is kind of nice. I do like that. That's a nice feeling. Not that we have the same, visuals either. We don't have the same in our heads, so I appreciate the similaritude of that.
They still make and sell Space 1999 merchandise today. Yes, they do, Dan. But have you seen Space 1999: The Next Generation and Strange New Space 1999 and Lower Space 1999 decks? And
how many Space 99 conventions have you been to in the last year? How many Space 99 video games have you played? How many came out this year? Let alone last year and the year before. How many reboots have come out? Not even close. And unfortunately, it's not finding a new audience in the same way.
They did want to do a Space 2099, which would have been cool.
They should get a new one. Hey, it's a great concept.
They should.
But that's not what we're talking about here. That's lack of whatever. Yes, indeed, Trekyards, this is us. Because if you can't see past TOS's production woes, then it'd be lower, and Strange Worlds would be best. If you just it just depends what you're looking for. If you hate the Enterprise cast, you'll not even see Enterprise on your list. If you hate the darkness, if you think Star Trek should not be dark, then DS9 is not going to be on this list at all, because it's not remotely what Gene wanted in terms of that. But that's not what the point. The point is also good storytelling comes in. Not just good Star Trek, etc. It's all variable.
Mm-hmm.
Space
29.99. Wow.
It's like Doctor Who. People are excited about a new season 60 years later. There have been, 27 years in a row of Doctor Who, and then another 16 in a row of Doctor Who non-stop. There was 3 years of Space 999. That's it. Done. It had its time.
Iconic ships, I think the Eagle has a huge fan club. So yes. I go to model conventions all the time, and there's a huge Space 1999 group, but it's all for the Eagle and stuff. So it's different, a little bit of a different zeitgeist. But
Ooh, see how the franchises add up in the rankings. So that'd be tricky because if you haven't played Mass Effect or Halo, that'd be kind of hard for you to judge. Impossible, really.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of sci-fi franchises that you could do. That would be interesting, but such a different quantifier. Because if we were using the scope and scale of longevity, then Doctor Who and Star Trek and Star Wars are the top 3. Just definitionally, right? Instant S tier. You can't debate them. You literally can't. And then you're like, well, if Halo had 13 games and 400 books, and okay, but then if I played Xbox, played it before. That's a really hard one to do. Interesting though.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah,
Let's finish
final.
our poll.
Yes, please do.
Would you like to? What would you like to watch on Trekyards? One, rankings live a week wins with 61%. Second is none, to be honest. Leave this as is. Oh. And 2 to 3 got the same at 5%. Wow.
That's really interesting. There we go. Well, spoken.
Mm-hmm.
But I've certainly
Good.
enjoyed the series we've done here. Been really interesting.
Yes. It's the definitive one for us. It is, but as Trekker said, everybody's will be slightly different. But we had good conversations. We, capitulated on a few things. We moved a few things. So,
And we know we can do it peacefully.
yeah, I haven't killed him yet.
You might have tried under the table. You've hand soloed me a few times, but I'm kind of far for the blast to hit me.
Yeah.
You did shoot first constantly, just can't hit me. So,
Yeah.
Final super chat though, Stuart. We really need $3 more. There's a lovely round number waiting for us. That'd be tremendous.
Yeah.
Easy.
Who wants the last super chat slot with the last word of the day? At least super chat wise, you can do it. Super chat in.
And then tomorrow, all the movies and Galaxy Quest. Nice surprise. Obviously, with the Giantess of Pinterest of Saltist in that list, but it is also a very good movie, which does help. And you will be seeing, let me pimp it, the NSEA Excalibur in the up-and-coming Avalon Crisis on Infinite Excaliburs, which I had a great pleasure to animate for it. Originally, it was not in it as much as I thought it should be, because I've never seen it in a fan film, so I sort of kept pushing for new shots. Not like a lot, but like, you could do this as well. Hey, there's a lovely close-up, there's a couple of close-ups, so that's because of me. I thought we all wanted to see the NSEA style back. It's an iconic ship. Maybe it'll be in Trek fan films on my channel. Anyone to go support, do that, of course, because we're severely out of money. Would be nice, but some point's not up to me, is it? Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
General Grievous, $2. Han soloed under the table sounds dirty, Sam.
Yes.
Well, this is my Han, and I'm solo.
Oh yes.
This is under my anyway. Stern Von Alk, $2. Picard season 3 equals a C-.
What a guy.
He always gets the last super chat in, so
It's powerful.
there you go.
Join us tomorrow. I'm excited because that'll be. I think we're gonna have to hone in on the details on that because there's a lot of things to debate.
Yeah, it'll be a fun discussion for
It
sure.
will be. All right, Stuart.
All right, guys.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see all you as well. Thank you for watching, and until next time, he is Commander Cocky.
He's got a Foley.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.